Alright guys, here we are back on NR2003 for the next edition of Daytona Through the Decades. We're in the late 80s now. We're going to the 1989 Daytona 500. Now, how I'm doing this is that I'm on the Daytona 1988 track with a combination of cars through the late 80s, so there may not be exactly the correct cars in this race for the 1989 Daytona 500. I decided to choose this one because of Darrell Waltrip's iconic win and his infamous dance in victory lane that is embarrassing for all involved. But let's go ahead and jump into the setup here.
Drivers, to your cars.
For qualifying, I think I want to lower that ride height just a little bit to try and get me down to the ground as much as possible. And we're going ahead and slap that thing on there for qualifying. And get out on the track and see how we do. I had to turn off the car and the rear view mirror because there's a bit of a graphical glitch on this. I'm running the Winston 90 mod. And the roll bar was just flickering the entire time, and it wasn't a big thing, but it was super distracting to me once I noticed it. So we get a nice view of the track at least behind us. Let's see how we do here. You can already see how Daytona has changed here. It's not just a big pile of dirt, a jump into Lake Lloyd on the inside. And there's a lot of grandstands forming around the track, and you'll see once we get to the front straight how much NASCAR has grown in around 18 to 19 years. This massive grandstand. Not just bleachers anymore here at Daytona. Let's see how we do here in qualifying. I think I can vaguely hear the car bottoming out, so we probably got just the right ride height. Of course, we're going to be going once again against some of the icons of NASCAR in this race. Richard Petty's still around, although he's not quite what he used to be. Of course, most important name, the man in black, Dale Earnhardt, will be in this race. Of course, he wouldn't get his first win at Daytona for 9 more years, I think it was in 98.
One more lap.
We go 13th on the first lap, so pretty good time there. Let's see if we can improve on this second one. And as we come off turn 4, we'll see if we can go a bit faster into the low 47s, hopefully.
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
It's a 47.28. We're going to be 29th. Decent starting position, mid-pack for the 1989 Daytona 500.
Drivers, start your engines!
Alright guys, it's race time here. The 1989 Daytona 500. We are starting in 29th. We got 50 laps today. Let's see how we... Oh my goodness, he's out. Who is it? It's Ken Schrader. He's done. What a run he had. Oh my goodness, it's causing a melee back there. There's an accident. Alright, so that's one runner out of this thing. He's starting up front. It's the man himself, Dale Earnhardt. Will he break his curse 9 years early? We'll see how we do. Of course, fuel mileage will be an issue today, so we're gonna line up our pit stop now.
No tires this time, guys. Get ready now. Going green.
If we go green all the way, we're gonna need to make a green flag pit stop. Well, let's get down to it here. The 1989 Daytona 500 is underway. I'm not sure if all the field caught up with this. I'll check here. Looks like they tightened it back up. Thanks, Brant, for telling me how to check out the standings. So it was a camshaft for Kenny Schrader.
Clear. Car outside.
Cost him a chance to win this
Still
race.
there. Keep low. Stay low.
I'm thinking the inside lane's gonna be the way to go here.
Clear outside.
Just gonna kind of feel things out here in the early going. These cars look so good. I love this era of NASCAR. Just retro cool. Is there a cameraman floating in the middle of the air? Alright then. The 80s were weird, man. The thing about this car that I've noticed is the front end of it's a bit longer than you'd expect. Kind of sticks out there a lot, almost like the street stock on iRacing. It's kind of a long boy nose, so you have to be really careful going into the turns when you're bump drafting. Jeez, big check up there. I thought he was gonna pull down into me. Yeah, that is definitely a cameraman floating in midair over there. Alright then. Not sure what that's all about. But we're just kind of standing pat here so far on the inside lane, not really going forward, not really going backward.
Clear outside.
Also being pretty conservative when they check up. It's backing out of it nice and early, but the inside's moving now, so
Car outside.
we'll just stay down here. Whoa, big checkup. Even jumped on the brake. Did not see that one coming. The tri-oval is kind of sketchy for these guys. Just can't afford to lose focus.
Still there. Stay low. Keep low. Still there. Still there. Clear.
Things getting a bit dicey up front, but for the most part it's two lanes.
Still there.
I don't know if you'll see the three wide action. You might see it other times in NASCAR, but looks like while the inside is moving forward, the two lanes are actually kind of viable here. Whoa, big checkup. Jeez, guys, what's going on up there?
Stay low.
Alright then.
Still there.
Just able to survive on that occasion, and look at these legends up here on our right.
Stay low.
At the man in black, Alan Kowicki pulls to his inside.
Clear. Outside. Still there.
Of course, you know a driver and car is iconic when you're looking forward on the track and the man himself pulls down in front of us.
Still there.
It's not a bad place to be. So maybe he can lead us to the front. I'm gonna try and stay as close to him as I can.
You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Car outside. Still there.
And we're in between two legends now, as we've got Richard Petty behind us, the King and the Intimidator, and some random scrub in the middle of this sandwich. 14 championships between them. And 276 wins, something like that. Maybe a bit more, as we bump Dale. Another awkward checkup, and that's going to cost us a lot of time. Imagine somebody will probably pull down. Might be Bill Elliott. That time I tried to anticipate the checkup and it never came. Alright then. As this race goes on, gotta get braver. That's what it takes to win the Daytona 500. Can't be being cute about trying to anticipate checking up or any of that. It's go time. But we still got plenty of race left, so we'll bide our time for now. I'm gonna slide by DW here in the mid-pack as they're looking 3 wide ahead of us. That's gonna cause a checkup. We can't give Dale a bit of a bump. Actually do some bump drafting here. Really have to be careful in the tri-oval. You know, that's where they like to check up. We're still trucking here on this inside lane. Following Dale Earnhardt down the back straight at Daytona. So I think that's Harry Gant's gonna pull over on us. It's alright. The inside is still moving. This is the place to be for us. Whoa, another bad checkup. I don't know what's causing that up there. But my goodness, it is scary every time. It's like they don't even check up that bad in the corners. We're not far from the top 10 now, so inside lane is superior at this point, especially when they're going 3 wide out there on the outside. Gonna get a nice little run off of turn 4. Look at us go on the inside. We're just more organized right now. Whoa, we give Gant the boot. I'm gonna let him back in. Didn't really mean that. think I was pushing him a bit harder than I actually thought. Sorry about that.
Stay low. You're in the top 10.
This inside's about to be about 7 cars clear at the front, and I will take that. Things starting to break apart. Got movers to the outside. Think I'm just gonna stick right where I am. Quite happy to be down here. That's a mistake to be on the outside at this moment. Dale back to the lead at Daytona. He dropped all the way back and we followed him all the way back up. It's another testament to the AI in this game, even in a mod. Just the realism of the racing. You got guys getting lined up, you got, you know, guys going 2x2, 3 wide. You can drop back, you can go forward. Real life strategy can play out here. Dale's gonna block Gant to the outside, so maybe we can get to the end. Not really sure what I want to do. I think I'll just kind of follow him for now.
Keep digging. Clear outside. You're now in third.
Don't know if the outside's where we want to be, so we're gonna duck to the inside. We get a really good run.
Next car's the leader. Stay low.
We got Terry Labonte. Come on, push us, Terry. Oh, we're gonna force it to the inside of Dale. And we're gonna go to the lead of the Daytona 500. Bit of a bold move there. On the master bold moves, but we'll take it and we'll lead them down.
You're in first.
We are on the point. Now, how will we be at the front of the line? I can't imagine we'll be too good. Do you see that outside lane clawing back up towards us? Always have to keep an eye on that 3 car. There's a couple philosophies with restrictor plate racing. Some people hang at the back and just bide their time, look out for crashes, and kind of stay safe. And another train of thought is that you ride around at the front, so you're ahead of anything bad that happens. Of course, you don't always have a choice of where you want to be, but I tend to side with the second. But I want to be in front of everything because I am really bad at avoiding wrecks. My iRacing record is pitiful. But so I will be happy to lead him around, conduct this train. See if we can take a look at the fuel here. Yeah, it's looking like we're going to be about 12 laps short when it all comes down to it. The outside lane finally got back to me. I'm not gonna fight too hard with them, but also want to protect my position here on the inside because I can't imagine we'll do well if we get put on the outside. Dale gonna clear us? He does easily. He's deciding to stay in that outside lane though. Honestly, it's working for him at this point because he's able to clear us, I mean, very easily. He's gonna pull down now. Like he's okay with us taking the inside from him, so we'll take it. He wants to be at the front of the outside lane. If this race stayed exactly the same and we were at the end of it, I would agree with him because you see how much he pulls us on the straight. That would work out for him coming to the checkered flag. He'll probably beat us to the line on this lap. Now, there's a lot of race left. See, look at this run he gets off the corner. We were about even that time. Actually, dead even. Nothing between us. Quite a place to be, racing with Dale Earnhardt at Daytona. Look at all these names in the top 10. Greg Sachs, the absolute legend. Alright, we get it. Dale's the leader. Beats us to the line again. It's important not to get lazy about keeping the car on the bottom too. The tires are going to start to wear away a little bit. It's going to make the car a bit tighter. Let's check on that fuel situation. 17 laps we got left in the tank, so plenty of time. If things stay just as they are, I'll be pretty happy. Dale's able to clear us. Again, he's okay with us getting back to the inside. Interesting strategy. Honestly, if he wanted to lead, I would definitely just follow him, but he wants to stay in front of that outside lane. It's interesting, it looks like we pull a little bit of a gap coming off the corner, or maybe mid-corner, and that's not always what you want at a super speedway. You get too far in front, the cars behind you are just going to suck right up to you and have a huge momentum boost against you. So you almost want to stifle their run by having them be right up against you, rather than letting them gain momentum on you by pulling up to you. Totally scientific and well thought out observation and explanation there. As you can tell, I watch the training videos on this game. I know what I'm doing. It's actually pretty interesting, the training videos on this. They're pretty informational actually, and well thought out, and for anybody who has any questions about NASCAR, they answer quite a few of them. Pretty impressive for 2003. Guys that made this game knew what they were doing. They knew what they were talking about. Terry thought about making a move to the inside there. We did not leave enough room. Got a lapped car up here. How's this gonna work? Who is this guy? Mater. As we hit the halfway point, 25 laps down, 25 left. Hopefully he stays up in there, in the high line. We can just slide by on the inside. But we got a big lead on the field now. I'm afraid they're going to come at me with force. And look at the run Terry Labonte has on his own on the outside. Don't know what's going to happen with this lapper though, so... Looks like he's going to go high. Gonna force him high. And look, he's gonna slow up the field. What's this guy doing? Get off the track. Uh-oh. Will give us a couple tenths of a lead. Yeah, we're out by 3 tenths. That's gonna go away really quickly. As you see, we're almost down to 182. Here comes the field. And I think I'm gonna get steamrolled. As he's able to drive around me on the outside. That's what I mean, even a 3/10 lead is just terrible for you. Hud Strickland takes over the lead. Boy, we got some scrubs up here now. It's compared to who was up here, Lake Speed and Saxon fourth, Chad Little, Moroso, Morgan Shepherd. Oh yeah, the big names of NASCAR. That's part of restrictor plate racing. It's the great equalizer. Got 10 laps left in the tank. I'm gonna set it up to where I only add 1 can of gas. It's probably all I'll need to get this race finished. So I want to make sure I come in with some... yeah, I want to make sure I come in with some of the pack. Just so I'm not caught out without the draft. It's not really a track where an under or overcut's going to work out for you. Because the draft is the key. We're now the conductor of a 1-lane train. Outside lanes about 6 cars back right now, it looks like, yeah, so got no threats.
20 laps to go.
And again, we pull a bit of an advantage here in the corner. And it's gonna allow the field to get a good run on me. They're not quite able to get there before the turn. They're just yo-yoing back and forth with me. And we pull 3/10 on them through 1 and 2. This is very interesting. And here come the boys. It's hilarious. Or maybe they're just getting really tight, or they're just getting jumbled up. We've now got Ernie Irvin on our tail. This race has been, you know, relatively calm actually. Kind of just two lines moving back and forth. Let's see here. That's so insane. We got 6 laps left. I'm just gonna look for the cars around me to make a move to pit lane. Probably at worst stay out until there's about 13 to go. Don't want to try and stretch it too far, so running out of gas here is a disaster. Alan Kowicki's now on a big run here. We're gonna drift over and kind of cut that off. Scared about getting on pit road, so I'm trying to put it off as long as I can. So trying to see when guys start coming in. Yes, we have pit stops. First takers. Sure, we still have no tires, yes. Yeah, people definitely started coming in. Even last lap, it looks like. Alright, I think we're gonna come in this time. Just have to be really careful on entry. Hope the guys behind me don't plow in.
Keep it under 5,000 in seconds.
We locked him up good, but we got on. My tire wear won't appreciate that. Oh, I actually got it in my stall. Okay, we can do this. Come on, let's go.
Go, go, go! Don't go over 70. Keep it under 5,000.
And we definitely lost a bit of time. We're gonna come out with some other cars. Okay, so managed to get on pit road and off.
Okay, merge when you can.
Go ahead and merge here. He gave us permission. See how we stack up with these other guys. I see a couple cars coming on the track.
The leader's pitting now.
We'll be close to up to speed when we get to them. It's gonna be all about who's with somebody.
Inside. Clear inside.
Oh, it looks like there's trouble here. Somebody's slow. We're able to link up with Harry Gant. Let's just see how this all shakes out. Big crowd of cars coming off the pit road. We'll switch to the live timing here. I really want to draft and not just be racing. Need to slipstream, guys. Come on.
Still there.
Looks like we're at least going to be in the top 10.
Stay low.
And these guys on the inside are slow. I have to lift a little bit.
Stay low.
Have to lift a lot of it. Ah, you bastards.
Still there.
So if there's anybody out in front with no drafting help, we'll surely catch them. So we sit 13th at the moment.
Still there. Still there.
Oh, a bit awkward here. Figured things would be as they, settle down. Just have to see how it all settles when all the pit stops are done. Plenty of fuel in it. Probably didn't even have to take that much. Could have saved a little time there. Oh, another car on the inside is very slow. We're gonna be brave. Gonna have to be brave to win this race. Looks like we're gonna come out of this 7th for now. Ernie Irvan, I think, is gonna be the race leader when this all unfolds, but he's 3 seconds up the road with no drafting help. Guy's a lap down, I believe. No, that was the leader, so we take him. I think this might be the top 5 here, and it is. Car's starting to get a little tight, actually. Alright, so we got a race on our hands now. 5 cars ahead of us. 4, make that 4. There's some unsuspecting people up here, but that's okay. Kind of follow through on the inside here. We're gonna go with Greg Sachs. We have closed that gap to Ernie Irvan already. 3 seconds just like that as the car gets really tight. But we're flying here on the inside. Oh, Ernie Irvan's gonna cut down. No, I don't want to go outside. Never mind. So they're gonna go outside. We're just gonna say thank you and go right by on the inside, but we have no drafting help. I think they're gonna be coming back through. Now this is the conundrum we found ourselves in earlier with Dale Earnhardt, where we're good on the inside, but the outside just creeps up on us on the straightaways, and of course, this is the most important straightaway down towards the checkered flag, and you see Ernie Irvan's gonna beat us there this lap. So we're gonna have to think about what we want to do. This car's starting to get tight, but we got a good run through that time. As you can see, even the pitting strategy in this game makes perfect sense. Lots of guys obviously took fuel only. That's why they're even with me. I didn't come out miles ahead of them. And then lots of cars are still grouped up even after green flag pit stops. A couple guys are out of it, and I don't think Dale Earnhardt's going to have a chance. No, he's 38, 13 seconds off. Curse will live on unless some miracle happens. Clear in the lead with 7 to go now. Starting to get to crunch time. I'm going to be looking in the mirror now for about 90% of the lap. As long as the outside lane doesn't form, I think we'll be okay. Car got tight there. It's gonna kind of drift over and discourage him from going to the inside. So I think Alan Kowicki is leading that outside lane now, is he? Somebody's out there in a white car. Ooh, looks like they might be 3 wide behind me. That's gonna work out well. Because again, we're getting a good run through the corners, but that allows them to get a super run back at us. car gets tight there. Again, a bit of a block on Jimmy Means.
Just 5 more to go.
So we're 5 laps away from winning it all now. And look who makes a power move up to second place. Oh, this is not who I was hoping would be here. Somebody kicked up a bunch of dirt. Of course, that would have been a caution in a modern NASCAR. Can't have a little cloud of dirt, you know. Gotta make an interesting race. Caution, green, white checker. Still no threats, although the outside lane's coming together now. Oh no, it's Greg Sachs. The absolute lad. Kawicki might pull over into the outside. Not sure who to block here. Don't think Kawicki's gonna get to me. He has no help, and yet he's still gaining. As long as the outside doesn't get organized, we'll probably be untouchable. So we've got 3 left now. Just waiting to see if anybody's got anything. And they really get jumbled up going off into turn 1 there.
Just 2 to go.
2 laps left now. It's nervous time. Still no threats, but Ernie Irvin got through turn 1 clearly. What's he gonna do? Where's he gonna go? He's still gonna wait. He's right up against my bumper now. Car's starting to get tight. Still able to defend. He's come to get the white flag.
Last lap. You the man. Come on, bring it home.
Can they get anything together? Oh no, they're a bit slow through 1 and 2. I'm gonna block everything now. This is for the win. They might be too far away. Surely they're too far away. Irvin's coming with speed, but not fast enough. I can block him. He's not gonna get there. We're gonna win it. Yes, we win the 1989 Daytona 500. We led most of the race.
Even though you still look like number 2.
So we win the Daytona 500. I get absolutely roasted by my crew chief. It was a good race. At the end there, just they couldn't get it together and fight me. It's interesting, the racing at this time period. It's just not quite as easy to pass as it was back in the day with the restrictor plates. You have to get organized. You have to have help. Nobody had it for me today. We do the best donuts in the world after winning at Daytona. Right across the logo.